Have you ever wondered how one philosopher could influence the political landscape of a nation? Today, we embark on a journey to explore the life and ideas of a man who did just that. Meet Olavo de Carvalho, a Brazilian philosopher whose thoughts and contributions have created ripples in the political waters of his homeland. From his intellectual contributions to his influence on Brazilian politics, Carvalho's ideas have shaped and continue to shape the discourse in Brazil and beyond. Yet, like any influential figure, his philosophy and actions have not been without controversy. Critics and supporters alike have engaged in passionate discussions about his views on conservatism, traditionalism, and the role of religion in society. As we delve into the life of this intriguing figure, we'll examine his educational initiatives, online presence, and compare his ideas with those of other conservative thinkers. So get ready to dive in as we unravel the life and philosophy of Olavo de Carvalho, a man who has left an indelible mark on Brazil. Born in 1947, Olavo de Carvalho's journey wasn't always directed towards philosophy. Hailing from Campinas, Brazil, Olavo was born into a world in transition, a place where old beliefs were being questioned and new ones were taking shape. His upbringing was an eclectic mix of traditional values and progressive ideas, a combination that would later shape his philosophical outlook. He was not formally educated in the traditional sense. Instead, Olavo was a self-taught man, driven by an insatiable curiosity and a desire to understand the world around him. He delved into diverse subjects, from astrology to military strategy, from history to religion. This wide-ranging exploration of knowledge helped shape his unique and comprehensive perspective on life. One formative experience was his encounter with the works of philosopher René Guénon, which sparked his interest in traditionalism and conservatism. This interest would later become a cornerstone of his philosophical ideology. Carvalho's early life set the stage for the influential philosopher he would become. Carvalho's intellectual journey is a fascinating exploration into a mind that refuses to be boxed in. As we delve into the intellectual contributions of Olavo de Carvalho, we discover a prolific writer, a deep thinker, and a philosopher who has significantly influenced Brazilian thought and culture. His written works span a wide array of topics, from philosophy and political theory to religion and science, reflecting his broad range of interests and vast knowledge. One of Carvalho's most influential books, The Minimum You Need to Know Not to Be an Idiot, is a collection of essays that cover philosophy, politics, and culture. It has been widely read, stimulating critical thinking and debate within the Brazilian intellectual community. His other works, like The Garden of Afflictions and The Jester, have also been instrumental in shaping the intellectual landscape of Brazil. Carvalho's philosophy is characterized by a robust critique of modernity and a strong defense of traditional values. He consistently challenges prevailing norms and ideologies, encouraging his readers to question and rethink their own beliefs. His approach is rooted in a belief in the power of the individual mind to discern truth and to resist manipulation and control. In addition to his written works, Carvalho has been a driving force in the realm of education. He founded the Inter-American Institute for Philosophy, Government, and Social Thought, an online educational platform that has served as a beacon for those seeking a deeper understanding of philosophy and political thought. Carvalho's key concepts and ideas have permeated Brazilian culture, influencing not just academia, but also politics, media, and public discourse. His thought-provoking ideas have sparked debates and prompted many to question and examine their own perspectives. His influence extends beyond the borders of Brazil, reaching the wider global community. His ideas have resonated with readers around the world, contributing to a global dialogue on key issues facing society today. Carvalho's intellectual contributions have undoubtedly shaped the minds of many. His impact as a thinker, writer, and educator is undeniable, solidifying his place as one of the most influential intellectuals of his time. Beyond philosophy, Carvalho's influence extends into the realm of politics. Olavo de Carvalho, the Brazilian philosopher and writer, has shaped and provoked the political landscape of his homeland in ways that are both profound and contentious. An ardent critic of left-leaning ideologies, Carvalho's writings and teachings have fueled a renewed interest in conservative thought within Brazil. His ideas have found resonance with a significant segment of the population, particularly those disenchanted with the perceived failings of progressive policies. One of the key ways Carvalho's philosophy has influenced Brazilian politics is through his advocacy for a return to traditional values. He argues that societal stability and prosperity are rooted in these values, which he believes have been eroded by liberal ideologies. This perspective has been adopted by numerous political figures, leading to a shift in the political discourse towards a more conservative outlook. But Carvalho's influence is not restricted to the realm of ideas alone. He has been a mentor to several prominent figures in Brazilian politics. Take, for instance, the case of Jair Bolsonaro, the current president of Brazil. Bolsonaro has openly acknowledged the impact of Carvalho's philosophy on his own political ideology, even appointing several of Carvalho's students to key positions within his administration. Carvalho's philosophy has also inspired political activism. His critiques of modern education, for example, have fueled movements advocating for educational reform. These movements argue for a return to traditional educational values, echoing Carvalho's assertions about the detrimental effects of progressive policies on education. However, Carvalho's influence has not gone unchallenged. His critics argue that his philosophy, while intellectually stimulating, oversimplifies complex political issues and fosters divisiveness. They point to his contentious views on topics like climate change and cultural Marxism as examples of this. Carvalho's influence on Brazilian politics is a testament to the power of philosophy in shaping society. Regardless of where one stands on his ideas, it's undeniable that Carvalho's philosophy has left an indelible mark on Brazilian politics, a mark that continues to shape and provoke debates about the future direction of Brazil. With influence and power come controversy and criticism. Olavo de Carvalho, a prominent figure in Brazilian intellectual and political spheres, is no stranger to this rule. His theories and ideas have sparked intense debates. His unique blend of philosophical thought and political conservatism has led to a range of reactions, from ardent admiration to vehement disagreement. One of the main criticisms of Carvalho is the perceived extremism in his views. Some argue that his unwavering commitment to traditional values and conservative ideology often veers into the territory of radical conservatism. Critics claim that this can contribute to polarization and societal division, rather than fostering dialogue and mutual understanding. Another controversy revolves around his influence on Brazilian politics. Critics question the extent of his influence, arguing that it is disproportionate and potentially harmful. They express concerns about the potential for manipulation, particularly given Brazil's tumultuous political landscape. Carvalho's critics worry about the impact of his ideas on the future direction of the country. Carvalho's philosophy has also been the subject of debate. Some critics argue that his ideas lack originality and depth, stating that they are more reflective of his personal beliefs than of robust philosophical inquiry. They claim that his theories often oversimplify complex issues, reducing them to black and white dichotomies. Adding to the controversy are his views on religion and spirituality. Carvalho's staunch defense of traditional religious values has been seen by some as exclusionary and intolerant, particularly in an increasingly diverse and pluralistic world. Yet, despite these criticisms and controversies, there are many who strongly support Carvalho. They see him as a defender of traditional values in a rapidly changing world. They value his commitment to conservatism and his willingness to challenge established norms and ideologies. In the end, whether one agrees with Carvalho or not, his influence on Brazilian intellectual and political life is undeniable. His ideas continue to shape debates and discussions, and his impact on Brazilian society remains significant. Despite the controversies, Carvalho's influence remains undeniable. As with any influential figure, Carvalho's legacy is multifaceted. His philosophy, his teachings, his influence, they've all left an indelible imprint on the landscape of Brazilian politics and culture. But what does the future hold for his legacy? It's a question that invites speculation and debate. After all, Carvalho's philosophy, deeply rooted in conservatism and traditionalism, has been a catalyst for political and social transformations in Brazil. As the nation grapples with its identity and its future, the teachings of Carvalho could continue to be a guiding force. Carvalho's current endeavors also give us a glimpse into the potential future of his legacy. His online presence, for instance, continues to grow. This not only amplifies his reach but also allows his ideas to permeate new generations, extending his influence far beyond traditional academic circles. Then there's his educational initiatives. Through these efforts, Carvalho has empowered countless individuals to question, to ponder, and to engage in intellectual pursuits. This has an enduring impact, fostering a culture of critical thinking and intellectual curiosity that will undoubtedly shape the minds of future generations. But as with any legacy, Carvalho's is not without its controversies. His views have sparked heated debates, and his influence has been questioned. Yet, controversy in itself can be a testament to the power of his ideas. After all, ideas that provoke, that challenge, that incite debate, these are the ones that often leave the deepest imprint on society. Looking ahead, it's clear that the legacy of Olavo de Carvalho is far from being a closed chapter. His philosophies continue to stir discussions, his teachings continue to inspire, and his influence continues to be felt. The story of Olavo de Carvalho continues to unfold, and his legacy a topic of much debate and contemplation. As we move forward, it will be fascinating to see how his ideas evolve, how they shape and are shaped by the shifting tides of our society. The legacy of Carvalho, like the man himself, remains a compelling subject of study.